Bitcoin is a survivor. Wow, look at this thing. It still is staying up, even though all the FUD yesterday going on. What's going on? Alex O Crypto here. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to the gang. Mad love to you. Let's jump into it. A little weekend update video. Who would have thought? But yeah, looking at Bitcoin, we're on the weekly here. Just having a quick gander for you guys, kind of giving you my thoughts and ideas of what's really going on with this price action, really. So as we look here, I mean, everybody on, YouTube, open mouth thumbnails, all that good stuff. They're saying this, we're retesting, here comes the breakout, and that's valid. That's valid. However, for me, I think we're a little bit overextended right now. With this move up, it seems to be, a reset might be in the cards. Okay, so we'll see how low can we go, but right now there does seem to be some buying pressure, so we'll be patient here. The weekly does look to close quite nicely, and as long as it closes really above this 65,000, you can see this is a pretty nice retest on the weekly closes over here, so we can see that's pretty nice. So bouncing up, if we do push up around 68,000, this would be a hammer candle, which would be quite nice, and that would look for continuation. But right now we've had a lot of FUD in the past couple of days. It's very choppy, it's very volatile. I suggest you take your profits and you run. I know a lot of people in the Discord have had struggles with this price action. It is very volatile. Unless you're taking your profits, stop loss to entry, all those good things, you're absolutely getting wrecked within these last couple of weeks. So make sure you guys are being safe out there. Please, please, please. Now, Sunday, we have a 3-day as well that is confirming. Okay, so we got 9 hours until this candle. It's going to be interesting because right now, this looks like a pretty nice rejection. We also have a red dot that is trying to print on market cipher. So this is cautionary, but nonetheless, I would think this would bring price down a little bit over time, somewhere within this vicinity in here. Okay, we have some key levels that we're going to give you at the end of the video, so make sure you stick around till then as we go through our top-down analysis. And thank you guys for being here. If you are new here, please like and subscribe. Would love to have you join our wonderful community. Okay, so looking at this, looking very, very concerning. Now, why is this concerning? Well, even though that money flow has continued to push up here on the 3-day, we do see that we do have posturing to the negative side on all three other indicators on market cipher, which is absolutely the best indicator in the world. So make sure you go and check out that as well. But you can see we do have negative posturing here, and this could bring us down temporarily. This is very easily to turn to the upside. We could get a bounce. This is just looking at this, trying to forecast what does this tell me? Okay, what does this tell me? Okay, money's coming in. Money is king. We always follow the money, but this can take time, and having a nice little reset on VWAP can turn out to be quite nice if we do get what we want. Okay, so that's something that we are watching, but keep an eye on Sunday for the close here. That could confirm a little bit of negativity to the downside. Now, the hopium was this on Friday. So on Friday, we had this posturing to the upside that said, hey, we had crossed the zero line. Money is rolling back up, which is a nice sign. We had a little bit of rolling here on our momentum wave, and we got schmacked, okay? Schmacked down to the downside here on VWAP, okay, on our daily, and stochastic RSI is coming down. So this is always a front run that I'm always watching, is when we have stochastic switch colors on a daily, on a 12-hour. It's always kind of like a front run. This can forecast a future move, and we did have a little bit of a retracement. Now, will this roll up and ramp up? Quite possible for a double bottom on VWAP here, pushing up into the upside. Come Sunday, we'll have to see how Sunday close goes, so we'll have to be prepared for that. But nonetheless, a little bit overextended here. This can always ramp up, but we're watching that daily for money to come back in going into Sunday. So something to keep your eyes on. However, the candles right here, for me, it tells you a story. The story is that as price is pushing up here, really to mitigate the high over here. Like this is the target that everybody's talking about. We got to get to 70,000, right? This 70,000, mitigate this high up here, get into these all-time high areas where we can look for some price action. And I'm very well aware of that as well, right? But after this massive move upwards, right? What is normally going to happen here? Well, we're going to come back for liquidity. We're going to come back for these areas down below that are still very much on the board. We have not broken this range. We are still within this range. Let's not deny that. Okay, so if we are trading range-bound price action, what are we looking for? Well, we're we're trying to sell premium and buy discount, right? That's basically it. If I'm looking at this as a range and we pull the little range thing, I am at the highs of the range. So anytime I'm at a premium in the range, I am looking to short this thing all the way back down to $58,000. That is just common sense, right? As a trader, we are range bound almost 80% of the time. We want to be able to sell high and buy low. That is the trick, isn't it, right? While practicing good risk management. But right now, we should be looking for shorts. We're overextended, right? Beautiful move up, 1, 2, 3. Okay, can we come back down and test some of this liquidity down below? Very much possible. We do know that we have tons of liquidity to come up around 72, 73, 74,000. Are we going to go there yet? I don't think it's going to give it to us. I don't think it's yet that time just yet. We do have an election. We do have geopolitical tension. We have a bunch of things going on in the world that doesn't suggest that we have expansion. If we're looking for expansion, where are we going to look? We're going to look at, okay, the NASDAQ, pretty flat. Okay, pretty flat on the NASDAQ. We look at the S&P. What do we got? We got, kind of like a breakdown here, not really putting in those all-time highs that we are used to. Okay, the Dixie ripping to the absolute upside. Okay, this thing has not stopped since the jobs, okay, has not stopped. Then we look at dominance, Bitcoin dominance flying all the way up to 60. Everybody wants to see this beautiful fib retracement of 60%. This thing is on a rampage to the upside, okay? People are rotating into Bitcoin, okay? So very, very clear signs of non-expansion things. We also can look at the Russell, which we are looking for expansion. We have yet to break this $2,300 area, okay? We have not expanded, okay? So we are looking for expansion. If we are looking at Bitcoin, we were talking about this in our Discord. Now, if you are new here, you got to come over to the Discord. The Discord is where the money is made. I mean, so many like-minded traders, good people helping each other. So, I mean, I can't even help, but I'm already on the winner's wall. But we do have a $20 a month Discord with a free section as well, where we all work together, sharing all the goods with each other, where we have setups, we have trade calls, we have ideas, and a bunch more. So if you want to get further into your trading, this is the place to do it. Link is down below. Now, going back into this, all we have done, okay, all we have done is simply recovered, okay? We have not expanded outwards. And even with inflation, since 2021, inflation, let's say inflation's been 20%, right? So from these highs, if we're to be expanded, we got to be up around 85,000. Easy. That is just like break even with inflation, right? So right now, all we have done is recovered to where we were 3 years ago, right? So yes, this is looking good. Big bull flag. Everybody and their brother and sister can draw a line here and stick this line on top of here and be like, we're going to 130,000. And yes, I am bullish on Bitcoin long term. However, right now, we are simply in a range and we look to trade the range throughout the days, okay? And that's what we do here. We trade what is given to us. We not want to trade our feelings. Separating our portfolio and our trading is so important as a trader. So now what are we thinking? Into the daily, looking at market cipher again. So cooling off, resetting of the momentum waves. We would love to see this come all the way down, give us a nice little trigger wave down below. We'll have to wait and see. Money is coming out, so we need to be patient. I always stress patient. If you want to trade live with me, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, okay, every day except Wednesday, we do go live at 8:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come by and hang out. We'd love to have you. We would crush it together, okay? We totally gave the trade setup for the long in the morning on Friday. If you want to go and watch that video, we smacked the heck out of Bitcoin. It was quite fun. So if you are new, come and hang out, watch us trade. We'd love to help you. Okay, so looking at this, cooling off, okay? But with this move up, unsustainable, right? Everybody was like, oh, the 12-hour trigger wave, we're going to the moon, right? And that was valid, okay? That was valid. I see we got 3 white soldiers pushing up into the highs here, trying to mitigate the high up here. But for me, if we're looking at structure here and what we're really trying to identify is where price is going to go next, right? We try to forecast, right? So we have the waves up here, creating a high, creating bearish divergence in here, right? So what am I looking for now? Now that this has told me this is a high because we've put in a significant low, breaking structure to the downside, I'm looking for a corrective move, right? I'm looking for an ABC, whatever you want to call it, 1, 2, 3 in the place to be. Okay, looking for a corrective move somewhere within here. You know, you can pull a fib, you can pull whatever you want. You can say, hey, it's going from here to here and it's going to bounce, and that's cool. So are we looking for this to come down in here? Maybe. We do have our key areas that we are going to share with you at the end of the video, okay? So looking at this right now, I would expect more down. Look at this, right? You've been up only here, right? Shout out to Gio, up only man. He loves to long. Shout out to you, man. Mad love. If you are watching this, and we have so much liquidity created over here, man. So like, where are we going with this, right? Where are we going with this? Really? Yeah, we want to mitigate this high. We want to be bullish up only, but really, in my opinion, this needs to be taken minimum. Like sweeping this, we haven't even swept this low yet. It's pretty pathetic. Come on, Bitcoin, come and sweep this low here at 65,000, right? And then scare everybody, get them all puckered, and maybe we can start to go, okay? But I still believe there is room to the downside for a little bit of a correction, and that doesn't mean that this isn't out of the cards, okay? 58,000 is still very much on the table. Let's not get it twisted. Now, going over to market safer now, we got indecision. Okay, whenever we're chopping like this tells me indecision, right? So for me, I'm just being patient and waiting till I have direction. I want to see market structure give me direction so that I can make a better decision based on probabilities, and then put the odds in my favor and manage risk. That's what we're trying to do here as traders. So pushing this up here, VWAP crossover with the trigger wave, we could be looking for a long, potentially going into Sunday. Let's be patient though. Okay, let's be patient. Let's wait for that confirmation. As we go into our shorter term time frames, let's go. What can we see? So we go into the 8. I always check 8 for money flow. Money is coming out even though it's green. Going into the 4. Let's go into the 4 hour. What do we see here? Okay, so momentum wave's getting shorter, which tells me that, we're really going to have to be patient with this move, right? Because it's been chop city, as we can see in here, right? So we moved up. We got a big rollover here, double top, coming and grab some of this liquidity, and now we have had a big swing down due to geopolitical ideas and USDT FUD, right? And that didn't even bring us down to mitigate the low here. So for me right now, this thing at least has to come and swing here before doing something like this. However, we do know right now it's pretty much up only, and we can see buyers coming in here and sellers coming in here. So we're really stuck in the middle with you, and we want to be patient so we have direction, okay? Right now, a little bit of a higher low, but this to me looks like it wants to round and come down. Okay, so looking at this, possible rejection from the 0 line on the 4 hour, pushing price down. So something to keep in the back of your pocket to understand that, hey man, all things point to Sunday for the move. Right now, it's better for me to wait than it is for me to trade, right? There's going to be opportunity, but for me right now, it's about patience, right? Understand that, hey, we can come down here. Now, here are some of the areas that I am looking for, okay? Here's the easy money level and my little special level, okay? So these are my two levels that I'm first and foremost looking for. So initially 64,100 all the way through to 62,461. Now, easy money is just because that would be like you gave it to us because this is just a simple golden pocket retest of key levels of support. But the special one here is kind of like the fake out one. So it's the one that I am looking for the price to, do one of these things where it comes in here, doesn't give you the golden pocket, and then it's off. Okay, so I am looking for that swing down, liquidity grab, and a possible bounce. Okay, so I'm trying to position myself for that. But for now, this to me looks like it wants to come down. If we are going to come down, we do have multiple levels throughout here that you can see and you can copy if you want. But nonetheless, we want to be patient for those levels as well. Looking for this to come down, what do we see? Okay, we see very much swings to the lower side here and getting bought up quite quickly. Now 66,800 is a very critical level. It is very critical for support. You can see it was being held quite dramatically throughout here. And if we do start closing below here, I definitely think we're coming down to minimum of 64,800 to mitigate this low. That's minimum low target for the price to come down to. If we do start coming down here and we start putting in some structure here, we could be looking for 62 very, very easily. Now, what are we looking for signs, right? We want to see mitigation of lows, so we want to see continuation down, break of lows, continuation throughout the price action, okay? We want to position ourselves accordingly due to price action. Now, if you came through the live, you could see that we took this long live, and then it absolutely ripped on everybody, but we did take profits and get out of that trade. And that was a beautiful, beautiful, perfect entry long there for 2.5%. So we absolutely crushed that on Friday. Congrats to all you who got that trade, and smash the like button and subscribe if you want trade setups given to you like spoon-fed like that on the live. Come by and hang out. That would be great to have you. Now, as we go in through here, indecision, right? So we see higher lows. We see that this is starting to roll over, like a silly Batman pattern coming in here with the highs, right? So these lows in here, 66,800 need to hold. Otherwise, I'm looking for a breakdown, retest, and continuation to those levels that we talked about just recently, okay? Right now, this can be like a reverse Adam and Eve. We're not big pattern traders, but something to be aware of as well, okay? Short-term time frames. Am I trading this? No, I'm going to go spend some time with my family, touch some grass. As you know, I'll be keeping an eye on it on Sunday just to see how it plays out. But for today, this looks very choppy, very slow. You have to be patient with anything like this. If you are looking to trade something, I can show you how to check that. So you can see rolling over here. So I would expect this minimum to come back down to 66.4 and then maybe put in some structure to the upside. Okay, anytime you see a pattern like this that is rolling over, very choppy, very boring, okay, you typically look for this thing to come down bare minimum to the low here and then bounce. Okay, that's bare minimum. Not to say that we don't have some liquidity to grab within these two lows here and that one low that's secretly hidden that we never came for from before. Okay, so we'll see what happens with price action. I would stay out of it. Now, if you are looking to trade something, we like to go to the crypto heat map. We like to look at volatility, and we can narrow this down to what is moving this weekend, baby, because we want to trade. Okay, so we got SUI, we got BitTensor, and we got Caspa. Go and take a look at those, maybe even Render. Okay, looks like AI is having a little bit of a move today, so keep your eye on the prize. Memes are moving as well. Goat Zeus, okay, Popcat, they're moving. So maybe go and take a look at this. SUI coming up, getting rejected at a key level here at 180. Look for 170 to hold. We'll see if that's a possible trade setup that you could be looking for in the Discord as well. Now, you got to go and check those memes because they're popping off, right? So go and check those. Maybe go over to the AI section here and have a look at those. Render having a little bit of a move here. So looking to push up. Bounce here from the lows. Okay, BitTensor, same kind of deal. Bounce here from the lows. Could be looking to put some structure back to the upside after that FUD on Friday, which absolutely wrecked the alts. So we could be looking for some structure back onwards and upwards, okay? So keep your eyes on the prize. Smash the like button. Subscribe if you are new. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.